So we just finished reading We Can Get Along, and it gave us some good ideas about how we can get along with our family, our siblings, the people we encounter in our lives, and how it's okay to not get along sometimes, and we can figure it out together. So I thought we could talk to Barry and Benny about this, and they can share their experiences, and maybe we can problem solve together about ways to get along at home. All right. All right. Hello, Barry. Hello, Benny. Hi. Hello. Thanks for joining us again today. So we just read the book, We Can Get Along, and we got some ideas that we'd like to share with you. I know last time you shared with us that it makes you mad when Benny knocks over your tower, right? Yeah. And can you just remind us of what you usually do when Benny does that, and what happens afterwards? Can you share that with us? Well, when he knocks down my tower, I yell at him because I'm mad, and then afterwards I get in trouble, which doesn't feel good. Then I feel sad. And what happens when you get in trouble? What's the consequence? Consequence is a big word, but it just means what happens after you do something. What's the outcome? Well, I get put into timeout, and then I sit alone and I cry, and then afterwards I go back to playing by myself for a little bit. Okay. And then Benny, you shared with us last week about what happens or how you feel when Benny yells at you. Yeah, I feel sad and scared because I don't like being yelled at. It hurts my ears. Yeah, I can understand that. Yelling hurts my ears too, or just loud noises in general. So I thought we could talk a little bit about what we read about in the book that we read today, to just kind of help you come up with a different way to express your anger, and tell Benny that you're angry rather than yelling at him. Does that sound good? Or does that sound like something that would be helpful? Yeah, I don't like getting in trouble, so sometimes I just get confused and I don't know what to do. Yeah, I think we can all feel that way sometimes. Even now, I still feel that way. So I thought we could just talk about it and problem solve. So we already know what the problem is. So the problem is, Benny, when you knock down his tower, Barry's tower, he doesn't like that. So that's the problem. So I think we need to find a way to tell Benny that makes you angry. Because when we talk about our feelings, that's really important. It can help us think about what we should do before we make the wrong choice. So Barry, I think I would suggest that you tell Benny, that makes me mad, or I don't like it when you do that. Can you try that? Can you practice or kind of think of what you would say? So let's just pretend that Benny just knocked down your tower. Now, before you do something, before you tell him, what might you want to do to make sure that you don't use a yelling voice? Well, maybe I might want to take a deep breath first. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. Great, so when a problem happens, from now on, you are going to take a deep breath first, so this way you're not tempted to yell. Okay, we might still have a little bit of temptation to yell, and that's okay. It might not totally go away. So let's practice that now. Okay, so Benny, I want you to pretend that you just knocked over Barry's tower. Okay. All right, Benny just knocked over your tower. So now let's take a deep breath. Okay. We just took our deep breath, so that is the first step. So we're already on the right path. And if you feel like maybe you're still a little bit angry and you might want to yell at Benny, because, that's something that you've been doing, and that's totally fine. We're trying to work toward a better outcome and a better and more problem solving. So if you feel like you still need to yell, you can take another breath. So maybe we might want to take 2 breaths. Okay. So step 1, take a breath. Step 2, now we're going to tell Benny how that makes us feel. Okay, so I want you to try it on your own. Okay. Benny, it makes me mad when you knock down my tower. Wow, that was good. How are you feeling about all of this? So before, Barry would yell at you, okay? So now how do you feel? Well, I don't feel scared anymore, but now I'm paying attention to Barry, and I feel okay. Oh, well, that's good. So far we've made a good choice. And can you remind me what Barry said? Just to make sure that you were actually listening. Well, he said that he feels mad when I knock down his tower. Good, so you were listening. Good listening ears. All right, Barry, so now we told Benny what our feelings are. So you said, it makes me mad when you knock down my tower. So what do you want him to do next? I want him to not knock it down anymore. Okay, so now we're going to share that. So step 1, we took our breath to kind of center and calm ourselves for a little bit. So this way we were able to talk about our feelings. That's step 2. We said what we don't like that person is doing. And now we need to tell the person that how to solve the problem. So how to respect you, okay? So I want you to tell Benny what you just told me. Okay. I don't want you knocking down my tower anymore. Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. And I even like that Benny said sorry, because sometimes we do make mistakes and it's okay to make mistakes. So we just learned 3 new things. So first of all, we're talking about the problem together, because sometimes we do need a little bit of help. And so we came up with a solution because we talked about it. If you chose to not talk about your problem with me, and if you chose to not talk about how you feel about the problem with me, then what do you think might happen? Well, I think Barry would still keep yelling at me. Yeah, it wouldn't. And would you like that? No. So step 1, we decided what's going to work best for you, Barry. Maybe this doesn't work for everybody, but for you at least, we decided you're going to take some deep breaths before you talk to Benny. So this way, your body gets a chance to kind of calm down for a second, and it gets a chance to think. Because sometimes when we react too quickly, we might make the wrong choice. So we're going to take a breath. You're going to tell Benny, or whoever's causing the problem, how you're feeling and why. So I feel mad when you knock down my tower. And then you tell them how you want them to solve the problem. I want you to stop knocking down my tower. Plain and simple, okay? It might not seem that simple when we're feeling really mad, but If we are consciously following these steps, that means if we're thinking about following these steps and remembering, then we will be better problem solvers, and we'll be less inclined to yell at our friends. And sometimes you will forget. Yeah, sometimes I forget the rules. Yeah, we all do. Do you too, Benny? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I even forget the rules sometimes, or I forget about what I'm supposed to be working on with my problem solving. And that's okay. Sometimes we're forgetful. And it's, like I said, it's okay to make mistakes. That's something we're going to talk about during our next story time. Oh, I'm so excited. I make a lot of mistakes, and sometimes it makes me sad. Yeah, or sometimes I get so frustrated. Yeah, we'll talk about it next time, but I want to thank you for teaching us and helping us learn about problem solving and getting along with each other. So I hope that next time when we talk to you, you're able to share a little bit about what you've been working on, and if you've been remembering those 3 steps. Can you do that and make sure that you're practicing next time, for the next time that we come to talk together? Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, I'll try too. Yeah, I think that's good, Benny. Even though we talked a lot about how Barry can solve his problems, you can also try the 3 steps too. If you have a problem coming up in the week or in the day or something. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for talking with us, and we'll see you guys next time. And we'll see you next time. So thanks for joining us. Bye.